Hey, what's up, you guys? Nathan Bell here, doing a Diamond Select review on the Marvel Select Age of Ultron Thor. So before we get him out here, let's take a quick look at the packaging. So as the big, Diamond Select window display with the figure on the inside with the decal that reads Avengers Initiative. Then in big, bold white letters, it says Thor. Has the Marvel Avengers Age of Ultron movie logo. Then at the very tippy top, it says Marvel Select, and then on the side, you got a pretty good-looking picture of Chris Hemsworth. Then on the back, you have the figure with a long bio, and then you have the Hulk figure and the Black Widow figure. Then you have a picture of Iron Man, Cap, Thor, and the Hulk. So let's get him out of the packaging to take a closer look. So here is Thor out of the packaging, man. So before we get into the figure, let's just take a quick look at the accessories he came with. So he came with a display base just like Black Widow. And it's very nice, but I'm not really sure what this is. I don't know if it's like an Ultron Sentry gun, or I don't think it's the equipment at the very end where they have to keep the Ultrons from touching it, or it will destroy that city. But it's painted very nice. It's got some white dry brushing in there, with some gunk right there, and you got some greens with your browns and reds, and then you got like the grungy green all over the concrete there, and you got the long wire. Then you got the equipment that's got some white dry brushing, and then the beam bags that have some black and blue washes in there. So very nice base. The cool thing about this is it actually can form with Black Widow's base to make a super base. So that's cool, man. I'm glad to see bases coming with the figures again, because I have probably bought in like 5 or 6 Marvel Selects in the last probably 4 or 5 months, and none of them came with bases. So quick look at that, man. It's very big, man. Very, very big. So, and he also came with Mjolnir. Let me just focus up on that. Come on. So it's got very nice sculpted lines in there. It's not the actual design that's on Thor's hammer in the movies, but I'd rather have all these like zigzags in there than just have it being flat with no design at all. So that's at the top, the bottom, and on both sides, and the same thing on the other side of the hammer. So it's got a design at the very tippy top of the hammer, and then it's got some handle grips, and it's like colored in this kind of like brown leathery finish. It looks brown in person, but it doesn't really look brown on camera. It looks more of like a gray. The handles are sculpted very nice. You can see some stitching in there. Then at the bottom of the handle, you got some designs. That's painted silver, so they didn't even have to add those sculpted lines, but I'm glad they did, man. It looks very nice. Then the leather strip doesn't have bendy wire in it. It does have some stitching in there. I mean, if you wanted to take a blow dryer and heat it up and then, put it in cold water, you could pretty much position that any way you wanted. So, very nice, man. Very nice hammer. So now let's get into Thor. So, right out of the gate, I don't think it looks like Chris Hemsworth to me. I mean, I've seen pictures of the Marvel Legends one coming out, and I feel like this resembles Chris Hemsworth more than the other one. I just feel like the Marvel Legends Thor just looks like a generic, blonde hair and blue-eyed white dude. So I definitely prefer this head sculpt over that one. But that still looks like a great figure. I can't wait to pick it up and review it and do a comparison with these guys. So the head sculpt, man, it has very nice paint in there. He's got blue eyes and with the dark blonde eyebrows with the strands of hair and the dark blonde beard. So I'm glad that they made the hair and the facial hair different colors because it gives it some nice contrast. In the back of the hair, you got the braids with the ponytail and the bands in it, man. And I really like how they added the highlights of like the brown and the red. It really makes the hair pop out. Very nice. And then the chest plate, it has a lot of colors in here, man. It's got like the darker bluish silver. And then the lines right here are like a nice silver, like metallic-y color. Then you have some blues in there also. Very nice sculpted lines throughout the figure. His buttons also have like these designs around them, so that's very good to hold the cape on. And then these are painted in silver. You can see all the sculpted lines. And then that pattern just continues. On the side, you got some blues in there. And then on the back, you have your blues, your silvers, and very nice sculpted lines. You can see just little tiny details when I turn it. Very nice, man. Then the lower portion of the torso has, it's like this rubberized texture. It's not the same as the upper body. It's kind of like this like rubberized plastic around like the hard plastic. It doesn't match up. I don't know if his upper midsection in the movie was different colors. I don't think it was, but anyways, it still looks good. It's got the silver paints with the blues, and then the buttons are silver painted. And you can see how they didn't paint this right. It doesn't match up with this one, but it doesn't matter, man. I don't care if it's a perfect circle, to be honest with you. It doesn't really bug me that much. And then you got some sculpted lines, some black washes right there, and then his drape in the front, you can see like the black washes, and at the very end you got like the silver little metal things with the blue. Looks very nice. That continues on the back with the blue, and then some black wash in there, man. Very nice detail. I'm glad it's not just a bland, like, solid color. Looks very nice. Then his legs have the chainmail, which also has some black wash in there with black highlights, and then it's got the strap. Then it's got some gray lines continuing all the way down to the knee, which has some very nice crevices in there. Very, very nice, man. Very nice. And then I like how they gave him a knee pad and it wasn't, glued on to his actual knee, so that protects his knee, man. It's got a nice V design in there with the blue, silver, and then you got the gray silver. You got all those detailed lines. Then on the shin guard, you have the silver with the blue on the inside. Very nice, man. Just very nice. I really like the straps on the back. You got like the belt buckle straps that go all the way around. There's no really black wash in the straps, but that doesn't really bug me, man, because there's black wash throughout the figure, so not bad at all, man. Very nice. Then his arms are just, the nude color, which it does have some highlights in it, and then his gauntlets are like this kind of flat gray color. It's like a rubberized texture, and then it's got the silvers with the blues. Like the top is like that blue silver, and then on the sides it's got like the silver. I really like the belt buckles. They added in some paint in there, and then the inside of the arm has like that nice red maroon. The straps are painted very nice. And what I found funny is that this is like molded in just, the pale plastic, the nude plastic. It's not painted, but then this hand is painted. So I don't know if that's only on my figure. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't really bother me. Hopefully they didn't do that to every figure coming out. But that's definitely just plastic. Definitely plastic. It's not painted at all. So just be careful of that. Then I like the cape a lot, man. It's not like that hard plastic cape like Grim Reaper or the Vision came with, dude. You can move it around. You could probably even heat it up and then position it any way you want and then dip it in cold water, and it should stay like that. You can see all like the black wash in there, man. The black shadowing effects, all the wrinkles and ruffles, man. Very nice cape, dude. That can lift up. It doesn't really restrict the head because the hair's so long that it really wouldn't matter if you had the cape on or not. So let's get into some quick articulation. So it's fucking up about that much. It goes back about that far, and it does have an ankle pivot. It has a double jointed knee. And then it does have a thigh swivel. It can kick up about that far, and it goes back about that far. The back drape kind of restricts the leg from going back. Then this surprised me a lot, man. It does have a waist swivel, dude. That really shocked me. Then it has a diaphragm joint that can move forward about that much. Move his arm out of the way. And then it goes back that much, and then it can turn, and then it does have a little bit of a pivot. So his wrist can do a full rotation. There isn't a hinge in there, which kind of surprised me, man. It would have been nice to have a hinge in there, but that's okay. It doesn't bend at all. Just does a full 360. Has a single jointed elbow that meets to like a 90-degree angle. He has a bicep swivel, and then his arm can go up about that far. Then it goes down about that far, and it can almost do a full 360. His shoulder pad right there, and the cape restricts it from doing that. So let's do some... Oh, sorry, I forgot about the head. Goes down about that far and goes up about that, and it can turn, and it does have a little bit of a pivot. So let's do some figure comparison with the other Marvel Select Avengers that have came out recently. So here he is next to Ant-Man. Come on, Thor. So there he is next to Ant-Man. I think that's a very good size, man. Thor's supposed to be, this big thunder god. So that's a very nice comparison from the side. Awesome. And then here he is next to his counterpart that just came out, Black Widow. Man, awesome scale, dude. That just looks great. From the side, the back. Oh, the back. Scarlet Joe, what's up, guy? So very nice. And then Thor stands at about almost 8 inches. A little under, maybe 7 3/4. I'm not really sure. I think it's 8 in my opinion. But so I hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.